The biggest one, and we're going back to marital.
Yeah, what's the moral issue here? At what point do you stop? I mean, there's an act being taking place, right? And where do you stop? Where you say, "I've already got enough."
Okay, so there are two things. A marital, first thing you tell the client is who's hiring you is Florida's a no-fault state.
Right.
Yeah.
Does not, so that just means there's no punishment for
Cheating.
You can get divorced, that's fine, but you're not going to be penalized for it.
Wait. Penalized meaning that, okay, so financially, if you cheat, you don't have to pay your spouse anything because you cheated.
Yes, but there's the caveat, and Tim can better elaborate on this. The caveat is, let's say, I'm going to use myself as an example.
Thank you.
I get caught cheating, but I've been using marital funds.
Right.
With your partner.
With the girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. Yes, there's a penalty for that.
Right.
You
may have to. It's usually a 50-50 distribution state, except for if they can prove that you've spent $50,000 on the girlfriend buying a Rolex and this and that. You might not get your half. You might get your half less $50,000, which goes to the wife.
Okay, so it's like this. So it's like going to the strip club. And you give a stripper $20. That means you got to give your wife $20.
No,
no.
That's just a hobby.
Whose money did I use though?
Yeah, exactly.
Did I use my own paycheck?
Well, once you're married, it's
that weekend.
Joint money, isn't it?
That weekend you did. You got paid on Friday, Saturday.
When you get married, anything you had beforehand, a lot of people get divorced and married later on in life. If you come into the marriage with $1 million worth of assets, let's say, you can designate those as non-marital assets and you keep them segregated and they're yours. They're not your wives when you get to.
So you have to show proof that is coming out of the old money.
Well, what you do is you open up a new bank account with the new wife, and everything that goes into that is a joint marital asset.
Wow.
Now, if Florida's
I'm learning, guys. I'm learning.
Isn't a prenup also an exception? Can't you state it in a prenup that if there is cheating, then these are the consequences?
You can, yeah. Prenups are enforced unless they're like handed to the wife 5 minutes before the wedding ceremony starts.
Oh, seriously? You can't hand it straight?
It could be under duress. I mean, that's a little pressure to sign this
5 minutes before.
Yeah. Especially your entire family's there.
Since the groom can't see the bride, some agent will come up and say, "This is on behalf of the groom for you to sign." And
I see those on movies.
It's right, but it's that's certainly a little bit of duress there.